You just knew that this was going to happen, didn't you? You just knew that this was going to happen, man. Final score at Old Trafford. I know the camera's turned the other ways because the sun is on me, and if I turn my camera the other way, you won't see me. So, yeah, final score at Old Trafford. United 0, Wolves 1. Fantastic free kick from Sarabia, I have to say. I'm in the car park like Saeed, but Saeed's not here. But I think if he was here, he would have said those exact same words. Meet me in the car park. And that's how I'm feeling right now. In the grand scheme of things, this performance was really I don't want to say a nothing performance, but in the grand scheme of things, it wouldn't have meant much because I'm looking at the table and I'm seeing that Man United are currently in 14th place. And if we would have won, we would have gone to 13th. So in the grand scheme of things, if you really think about it, it wouldn't have meant nothing. But of course, after what happened on Thursday, that crazy night here at Old Trafford, I would have liked to see a continuation of that, you know, the same mentality, the same way we were down and out, the same way we were 4-2 down, and the same way we only had 6 minutes to go. I would have liked to see a reaction from the team. I would have liked to see the same mentality, the same enthusiasm, you know, the same thing. And we didn't see that today. We didn't see that today. Even towards the end when Wolves did score, it didn't look like United was going to score, ever. We could have played for another 30 minutes and we wouldn't have scored. So it's very frustrating, I have to say. Very, very frustrating. And I can sit here and talk about the players all day because I have many, many times. Ruben, I'm trying to back you and I still back you to a certain extent. But what I can't understand is if you don't want a player in your squad, surely you do not play him. I mean, you've done that with Rashford. You said he doesn't train well. And this is not me doing revisionism. By all means, this is not what I'm doing. But what I'm trying to get at, or where I'm trying to get at, is if you don't like a player, if you don't want a player in your squad, surely you don't play him. This is what you've done with Rashford, he's gone to Villa. This is what you've done with Anthony, he's gone to Real Betis. Why persist with players that we know are not good enough? Maybe you see something else in training, AMORIM. Something that we don't see, something that we don't know about, something that we just don't see when you train at Carrington. Maybe that's the case. But when they play at Old Trafford, we can just see that it's not good enough. Rasmus Højlund, Garnacho, it's just basics at this point. And these players are the players that are losing you the football matches. Højlund today, he could have had 2 goals, maybe more, if he was just in the right place at the right time. If he would have taken the shot that he should have taken in the second half after he made that run. And when he started that run, immediately in my head, the first thing that came up was, oh, Galatasaray at home last season in the Champions League, where he did that crazy run and then chipped the goalkeeper. Didn't happen today. Did not happen today. So I'm just asking myself, if you know that the players can't deliver, or the players that you pick can't deliver, why do you keep playing them? Because you know they're going to disappoint you. So why let the players, or why give the players the opportunity to disappoint you when you could prevent that? Very simple, by just not playing them. And this is not me trying to be disrespectful. I'm trying to be harsh, yes, but I'm trying to be fair at the same time, because you look at someone like Chido comes on and immediately, we look better. Chido comes on, instantly, we play better. There's more combinations, he holds up the ball very well, he doesn't go body for body, but he kind of holds the defender away and just, you know, holds the ball on the sole of his foot, lays it off for someone else. And you could tell the difference. It really looked like today, Højlund was the youngster, the inexperienced youngster, and Chido was the seasoned professional. That's what it looked like today. And it's really damning for me to stand here, and again, Old Trafford's behind me. It's really damning for me to stand here and say that. It's really damning. I mean, the weather was beautiful today. perfect conditions. I was out on my Instagram account saying, beautiful day for it. Beautiful day for a defeat. Now, today I got, first-hand experience of what Cunha looks like in real life. But he wasn't the one that impressed me, to be fair. It was Andre. Andre absolutely bossed our midfield today by himself. Our midfield couldn't deal with him. So I just don't understand what is it that Amorim sees in these players. Is he giving them enough rope to hang themselves so that at the end of the season he can go, well, I played these players X amount of games and they're not good enough, look at the numbers, therefore I want to get rid of them. Maybe he's doing that, but I don't think he is. I genuinely think he sees something in those players that we don't, and that's what's confusing me. It's really, really confusing. Really confusing, people. I just don't understand. In 2025, I'm seeing Victor Lindelof, In 2025, I'm seeing Victor Lindelof be the captain of my football club. I just do not understand. In 2025, I'm still seeing Johnny Evans warm up for Manchester United and the fans are getting giddy. I just don't understand. There's a lot of things Amorim has to come out and explain, in my opinion. And I've seen a quote already before I set up to film, and he said it was very frustrating to see Wolves score a goal from their one chance. And it's true, that was probably their best and only chance in the second half, or overall in the game. But guess what? They made it count. Because they have the players to make it count. And the player that did score for Wolves was a player that came on, Sarabia. Wonderful free kick. Took his free kick really well and scored it. Meanwhile, we had players on the other end failing to score because they do not have the quality. They do not know how to make it count. They do not know when to make it count. So yes, sometimes you have to take a gamble and say, well, if these players can't make it count, why not take a wild guess, I should say. I don't know what to call it exactly, but why not take a wild guess and bring on and play Cheeto from the start? Play Mantato from the start. Where was he today? I know we played a few other academy lads, and I'll get to them now. Taylor Fredrickson, and Harry Amas, big up yourselves, because you done your job today. I actually thought that Harry Amas should have been involved a bit more, especially in the second half, when he was playing on the same side as Garnacho. And Garnacho sometimes was choosing to cut in and shoot rather than involve Harry Amas, which is something he did in the first half. So it was very confusing to see that. Fredrickson, listen, hats off to you, my friend, because you really done yourself proud today. You done yourself proud. You did really well. I thought he was very composed on the ball, very calm, very confident. Again, he looked like another seasoned professional. He looked like he's been playing football all his life. And this was his debut today. Credit to him, man. Credit to him, Fredrickson, and credit to Harry Amas. I want to see more of them, because we know now that the league is a write-off. We know now that there's nothing for us left to gain in the Premier League. Well, we still got to get 40 points. I would say that. We still have to get 40 points. That's the only thing we have to do. But apart from that, there's nothing for us to gain in the Premier League. Therefore, because you're going to play Højlund anyway in the Europa League, why start him in the Premier League? Why not start Cheeto? Why not? Why not take that gamble? You lose nothing by trying it. So this is where my criticism comes in for Amorim. I have to be honest, his in-game management isn't already the best. It takes him too long on average to make a substitution. So starting the likes of Højlund and letting him put in these 60-minute, 70-minute cardio sessions when Cheeto was on the bench, came on and shown more in the little cameo that he had than Højlund in his whole 60, 70 minutes, tells you everything you need to know. So why not take the gamble? Why not? I thought the substitutions, again, were the right ones, but kind of late for me. And by that time, it was already too late. Well, not completely, but you get my point. And then you expect the subs to come on and make the difference because, they're the starters. Nah. Bruno missed one or two incredible chances, clear-cut chances. Dalot was just casually giving the ball to the opposition. yeah, this is what we're stuck with at the moment, and unfortunately, we've got to ride it out somehow. Somehow we have to ride this out till the end of the season. You know, and I'm looking at our fixtures. Let me have a look. Man United's fixtures until the end of the season. Bournemouth away. Mate, Bournemouth away. Okay. Brentford away. West Ham at home. Chelsea away. Aston Villa at home. That's the last game of the season. Last game of the season is right here. Again, I'm standing in front of Old Trafford, but because of the sun, yeah, you get me. Last game of the season is at home against Aston Villa. Aston Villa, who are fighting for Champions League football. Do you think they're going to come here and let us freely do what we want to do? No. Villa are going to come here and give everything to qualify for Champions League. So I don't see us winning against Villa. I'll be completely honest. I will be completely honest, people. So what more can be said? I don't know. But AMORIM, question marks, my friend. Question marks. Big question marks, because that was not good. That was not good today. The choice, or your choice, to persist with some of these players has cost you a game today, and it will cost you more games. The worst we can do, as funny and as crazy as this sounds, the worst we can do is finish 17th and possibly win the Europa League. That would be the craziest thing ever. And I'm telling you, if AMORIM keeps persisting with these players, we could finish 17th, because we're going to keep losing games. Now, in terms of the gameplay, there's not much to say, because that was absolutely boring. First half, I nearly fell asleep, and I was standing in the Stratford end the whole game. I sat down for 15 minutes, and that was during half-time. Second half, we came alive because we conceded, and that was it. So that's probably the whole story of the game, if I'm honest with you. But listen, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Make sure... No, it's not an interview, it's just a reaction. It's a reaction. Could have been better. Yeah, so let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. And yeah, it's road to 20K. Like, share, comment, subscribe. And I'll see you soon, people. Peace.